Okay, let's dive right in. The next major battleground in tech? It's all about spatial computing. This whole idea of blending our digital and physical worlds together. And Samsung is making a huge, high-stakes play with its new contender, the Galaxy XR. But make no mistake, this isn't just another headset. It's a really calculated bet on the future of AI and reality itself.
You see, up until now, if you were even remotely interested in this space, you kind of had a stark choice to make, really, between two very, very different extremes. The market was basically defined by these two distant poles.
On one side, you've got Apple's Vision Pro. It's an incredible piece of engineering, for sure, but it's also ridiculously expensive and locked inside that classic Apple ecosystem. And on the other side, you've got the Meta Quest 3. Super accessible, way more affordable, and it's done wonders for getting people into VR, but mostly for gaming. It just doesn't have that premium next-gen feel. So this created a massive opening, right in the middle of the market. A huge gap, really. And it got the whole industry asking a really crucial question.
And that is exactly where Samsung, along with its powerhouse buddies Google and Qualcomm, is making its move. They're not just entering the market, they're trying to create and conquer a whole new category.
So they've teamed up to create the Galaxy XR. And this thing is built on a completely new philosophy. It's designed to be AI native right from the get-go. And what that means is artificial intelligence isn't just some feature tacked on. No, it's the absolute core of how this device operates. Their goal? To win that intelligent middle?
Okay, now this slide, this is where you can really see their whole strategy laid out. Just look at how the Galaxy XR is positioned. It goes head-to-head with the Vision Pro on key specs like pixel count and memory, but it's coming in at almost half the price. And at the same time, it just completely outclasses the Quest 3, making it a super clear premium alternative.
So what does this all boil down to? It's a classic squeeze play. Samsung is making the Vision Pro look kind of extravagantly priced for what you get, while also positioning the Galaxy XR as this major, justifiable leap way beyond the Quest 3 for anyone who's serious about this stuff.
All right, let's pop the hood and talk about the hardware, because this machine is engineered specifically for a world where AI is first. These specs aren't just numbers on a sheet, they are literally the foundation for how smart this device can be.
So in the war for who has the best-looking display, the Galaxy XR is packing a jaw-dropping 27 million pixels into its dual micro OLED screens. I mean, that's just a massive number, and it's all about making everything incredibly sharp and immersive.
And this right here, this is the perfect illustration of their direct challenge to Apple. By blowing past the Vision Pro's 23 million pixels, Samsung gets a simple, easy-to-understand number. It's a pixel war, and they're using it to argue that they have the visual edge.
But, it's not all about what you see. Comfort is absolutely key. And as you can see on this chart, by moving the battery to an external pack, the Galaxy XR headset itself is way lighter than the notoriously front-heavy Vision Pro. This is a direct shot at one of the biggest complaints people have about Apple's device.
Now, think about this for a second. This headset is packed with 19 different sensors. And that's not just for tracking where you move your head. No. These are literally the eyes and ears for the AI inside. It's what gives the device a rich, real-time understanding of you, where you're looking, and the world around you.
So they built the machine, right? But what actually makes it smart? Well, the answer is Google's Gemini AI. And it's not just another app you download. It is integrated at the deepest, most fundamental level of the operating system.
And this is a really critical distinction to understand. We're not talking about another reactive voice assistant like Siri that just sits there waiting for you to tell it what to do. No, this is designed to be a proactive AI companion, one that understands context from a bunch of different inputs at once, what you're seeing, what you're saying, and even what you're doing with your hands.
Here is a perfect example of what that actually feels like. It's circle to search, but for the real world. You can literally just look at a plant in your living room, make a simple circling gesture with your hand in the air, and the AI will use the cameras to identify it and tell you all about it. It's a totally seamless blend of a physical action and digital smarts.
And this deep AI integration opens up a whole bunch of really powerful, practical features. I mean, it can act as your own personal tour guide in Google Maps. You can ask it questions about a YouTube video you're watching without even pausing, and it can even automatically take your old 2D photos and turn them into these immersive 3D memories. It's wild. All right, let's switch gears to the software strategy. And if you've been following the tech world for a while, what they're doing here is probably going to look very, very familiar. Think back to the smartphone wars.
This whole alliance is betting the farm on an open ecosystem. And this is a direct shot, a total countermove to the tightly controlled walled gardens that Apple and Meta have built. It's a strategy that has worked for them before.
I mean, they are rerunning the exact same playbook that let Android completely take over the smartphone market. The goal is simple: lower the barrier to entry for developers and even other hardware companies, and then just sit back and hope that fosters a ton of innovation and helps them grab market share fast.
And here's the really brilliant part of this whole open strategy. It instantly solves the biggest hurdle any new platform faces, that whole chicken and egg problem, right? A new device is totally useless if there are no apps for it. But by supporting Android, the Galaxy SR has value right out of the box. You can use your favorite apps like Chrome or Spotify in this massive virtual space from day one.
But, okay, despite all this powerful hardware and a really clever software strategy, let's be real. The Galaxy XR is facing some immense challenges on its path to actually being adopted by, normal people.
Reality definitely bites here. First, the price. Yeah, it's cheaper than Apple's, but it's still a major barrier for most of us. Then there's the killer out problem. Like every other XR headset out there, it's still kind of searching for that one single must-have experience that makes you say, I need this. Plus, some of the first hands-on reports are mentioning some performance lag, which for an immersive device is a huge no-no.
And all of this leads us to maybe the most fundamental challenge of all, what you could call a profound privacy paradox. You see, the device's greatest strength, its super smart, context-aware AI companion, well, it's built on collecting an amount of data we've never seen before. We're talking about what it sees inside your home, exactly how your eyes move, and what it hears around you at all times.
This really makes the Galaxy XR more than just another new gadget. It's a test case for a massive societal wager, and it forces all of us to confront a final, really provocative question. Are we, as a society, willing to trade this deep a level of our personal data for the power and convenience of a truly intelligent, context-aware AI? Honestly, the answer to that is probably going to define the next whole era of computing.